Hi everyone, it's Michelle Carlisle with All In Realtor Team here with another community connection on the Park Bench, Wentzville. I am here today for our Educator shout out series. And today I'm here with Mr. Trevor Carter.
Yep.
Almost said Trevor Hart. I'm not sure why. Anyway, music, he teaches piano, he also does choir here at Holt High School. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. It's awesome to be on here, and I appreciate the shout out and the nomination to be on this. So
Outstanding. You know, teachers do so much for our community and they don't get enough thanks. So it's part of why I wanted to highlight everyone and make sure that there was a little recognition. The
Right,
community does appreciate what you guys do. They may not say it enough, but they
we
do.
appreciate this, even though no matter how big or little the thing is, it always helps and helps get us through like a tough week at work, and even getting a little letter from parents here and there is just such an encouraging thing. So this is awesome. So
Well, glad to help
Yes.
because you do an awful lot of work that doesn't get celebrated or thanked. So why did you decide to become a teacher? Is there a story behind that?
yeah, there's a pretty good story because I feel like a lot of teachers would say, "Oh, since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a teacher and all this stuff," and that wasn't the case with me. So I always had a passion for music and wanted to do something in music.
Okay.
Originally, I was planning on going into like audio engineering, like recording music and running live music at concerts, but it was in college when I kind of realized I enjoyed helping other people learn the equipment and like teaching my fellow students. So that's where I kind of decided to stay and get my master's and teach. Kind of changed my course halfway through school. So
Well, I'm glad to hear that it wasn't because you wanted to be a rock star, because apparently you're a country star. But we'll get into that later. What's the favorite part for you? What do you love about teaching students?
I think my favorite thing about teaching is probably just meeting all the different kids and just like having everybody from a different background come together, and music is a great way to make those connections with people who aren't from the same background as you, and it's just a great kind of bonding experience through music.
It really is. It's one of those, it's kind of like math, but math is very black and white, whereas music is more of an interpretive, artistic, but it's universal. Everybody gets music.
Yeah, and it's great to see people on all different levels come together too, and people who think maybe music wasn't for me, and then they come in and they try it for the first time, and it was for them.
And that
they
oh my
discover
God
it. Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Wow, this speaks to me, and that's an awesome thing to witness in younger people
for sure.
when they find a passion they didn't know they had.
Yeah.
It happens less and less the older you get, so you're in a great position to see it more often.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
In your experience, how long have you been teaching?
So this is my 5th year teaching, and 4th year here at Holt too. So.
All right, so working on that tenure here.
Yep, getting there, make my way through, and I'm finishing up grad school right now too. I'm almost done. In December, I'll be finished and have my second master's, and I'll be done with school.
Awesome. Well, congratulations a
Thank
little
you.
bit early.
Yes.
I know that is very exciting if you're working towards that, to have that in the background now instead of in front of you.
Right,
So
yes.
it's close. It's
Yes.
close. In those 5 years that you've been teaching, what do you think are the things that have helped you become an excellent teacher? What are the qualities that an outstanding educator really needs to have in their pocket?
I think one of the most important things is to constantly want to grow as a teacher. I think a big thing that can hold teachers back is if you stick to, oh, this is how I do it, this is how I've always done it, and I'm always going to do it this way.
This is the playbook that we go by.
Yeah,
And
things
that's it.
change, which we found out by COVID, right?
Oh,
that
goodness,
things
did we
change.
ever.
So we have to be ready to change our teaching style in every single environment, and every student's different too. So we have to always be ready to change. and grow.
And boy, COVID really threw a loop for pretty much everybody,
Yes.
but teachers especially,
and
for
the students.
And it's incredible for, especially for something like a music department. How do you do that via Zoom?
Yeah.
I mean, that is, and having that ability and that adaptability and think on the fly, it made a difference to the kids. It made a difference to their parents. And like you said, if you're not growing, you're stagnating. You know?
Yeah.
If willingness to grow and change is a
Yeah.
valuable. It's something that you want to pass on to the kids. So being a great example.
Yeah. Well, good. I hope to be.
Are any of your students or your classes? Do you have any concerts coming up or performances that people could see? Or?
Yeah, so all the choirs are going to perform together Wednesday, December 14th here at Holt High School.
Okay.
The concert's free and open to the public, so come on down and we'll be doing some winter and holiday music. Some that people might know, some that people might not know, and we'll do
new stuff is fun too.
Yeah. And
Everybody loves the classics, but new stuff is fun too.
Exactly. Yeah, and we'll do a combination with all the choirs too at the very end, where my choirs and Dr. Bouchard's choirs will all be together on stage singing one piece together at the end. So it'll be really fun.
I can imagine the impact that'll have with everyone together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It'll be cool and a different experience because some of the kids, depending on the choir they're in, they don't get to sing with a big group, and some of them it's just 2 parts or just 3 parts. Now there will be 4, and it'll be everybody.
So and how many kids, just roundabout, do you have in the
If I
combined
had to guess, yeah, between the 2 of us right now, because numbers have been going down a little, I think we have somewhere between 50 and 60 total.
Wow.
So
That's a lot of voices.
It'll be really fun. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And where is that going to, is that going to be in the auditorium?
Yep, that'll be in the auditorium here at Holt. So,
Okay.
yeah.
On the 14th?
December 14th, yeah.
All right, and what time?
7 p.m.
All right.
7 o'clock.
Because that helps. I mean, if you
Yes.
show up at 2 o'clock, you're going to miss, well,
You'll be there very early.
right? You'll
Earlier
be
than
first
me.
in
Well,
line.
yeah. School will still be in, so.
Some of the things that people might not understand about teachers is how involved they are in their students' lives, in their community, just outside of school. It's not well, we're here during school hours and then we go home. Most teachers are here early. Most teachers stay late. A lot of them are involved in extracurricular activities like coaching, community groups. They're unsung heroes and they do a lot of work. So one of the things that makes it interesting for me as a non-parent is finding out other ways that teachers are involved in the community. And I hear that you're in a band. It's not a rock band,
Yes.
but it is my favorite breakfast food. If anybody's heard of biscuits and gravy, I would love to hear more about this.
Sure. So, yes, I play in a country duo from the area called Biscuits and Gravy.
Are you biscuits or gravy?
I'm the gravy. Yes. I'm the gravy. And then my other friend that we grew up together and went to middle school, high school, college all together. And so we've been doing this now for about 9.5 years. So it's been really fun, and we play a lot of local shows around the area, St. Charles, Wentzville, all the way out to Jonesburg sometimes, and all the way out to St. Louis. And actually this weekend, today after school, I'm traveling out to Springfield, Missouri. We have a show out there tomorrow.
So real local then.
Yes. Well, this will probably be out after that, but yes.
Yeah, this
Unless we
interview is
put it
getting
right
posted
away.
Saturday.
Oh,
So.
okay. So if you hear this in time, make your way out.
Head out to Springfield.
Yep.
Is there anything that the community can do to help music departments or the schools, or just to lend assistance? A lot of times people want to help, but they don't know where to go or who to ask.
Yeah, I'd say sometimes, we don't always have the time as a teacher to go through all these fundraising things and opportunities like that. So if anybody has ideas for fundraising for choirs and other music programs, that's a great way to help in order to get these nice instruments that we have, which this piano lab is great. Just sometimes things die out over years with having kids come in and use them for a year. So things like that, fundraising is great. Coming out and supporting any live shows that the different schools and communities are putting on is just a great way to get involved and learn more. And I have a music tech and songwriting club too that we do, and that's one that the technology aspect really requires a lot of money to purchase the instruments and different items to help these kids learn the skills that they need as a musician today. They need to have these technology skills. So what I've done with that club is we put on shows. Last year was our first time putting on a show where we asked for donations. We made tickets $5 and asked for additional donations if people had them. And we actually ended up buying a bass guitar and an amp with the donations from last year. So
that is
we're hoping to do that again this spring and try and raise a little bit more money. So anything like that's really helpful.
Okay, wonderful. So basically, the idea is if you want to help, call a school.
Mm-hmm.
Call the front office if you don't know of anybody else. Or you can check in with Trevor Carter.
Mm-hmm.
He's got lots of
I'm your
ideas.
guy.
He's got lots of ideas on where you can help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I certainly appreciate your help.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate what you do as a teacher and as a community member.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. I love this idea that you have going here too. I think it's going to help out a lot of people and
that's the
people,
idea.
Connecting.
We're all better when we work
Mm-hmm.
together towards
Exactly.
something better. So, all right. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks for having me on.
We'll see you later, guys. See you next time.